glad I could experience something so deeply painful. At New York Presbyterian, we help patients face pregnancy with hope instead of fear. See,
I had to go there. Yeah, that's, I got the email.
Hey, Bob, it's Bruce. I made you the co-host, okay?
Yeah, I know. I've already started sharing.
All right.
Can you see it okay?
Yes, very good.
All right. Rock, BROX at, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, they did. And, okay, it's, as I said,
souvenir journals and possibly a QR code for others. Cheryl advised that it did not work the last time. Sabrina suggested that we use the QR code to make sure it works before we leave and pay the vendor. Leave or pay the vendor. Decorations. There will be. Tracy will be the chairperson.
Hey, Bobby, I think your slideshow stopped.
Really?
Yeah.
It's going okay here. Let me stop it and start
Oh,
it
no,
again.
you know what? No, it's going fine here. It's just like, maybe it's taking longer. All right,
So
I
yeah,
see it.
I have the slides on timings.
Okay.
Name, Mark.
Ooh. Oh.
of
Where am I?
Who I ruled against you. So your score will change to $11,600. Troy and Ben's scores are unchanged. Troy, with that in mind, what do you want to wager? 6,000, please. 6,000. Is your clue. Part of this word. For a long, rambling journey merely spells out a type of falcon. What is that? Peregrine? No, I'm sorry. Peregrination is the word for the journey itself. So you're actually going to drop down, but the game's a little closer. Select again, Troy. Pros and cons for 2000. He won an NAACP Image Award for his autobiography, Across That Bridge. You'll get Joyce Lewis, yes. Starts with P.
Jerry Picazio, I just made you a co-host with Bob, okay?
Okay,
Hey, Jim,
Hey, Bruce.
we're here at the meet and greet. We got about 7, 8 people here so far.
Yeah, you told me it was tonight. Good evening, Jerry, and good evening, Bob, and everyone else.
how
Hello.
are you?
Good,
Uh-oh.
beautiful spring day.
Yeah, gorgeous today.
Oh, what did I just do here? Here we go. everybody.
Good evening.
Yes, sir, Scott.
Jim Gear.
Yeah, he's the guy from the hearing thing, the Bravo Tactical
Oh,
Hearing.
God, yeah, Jesus, gosh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bravo
Okay.
Tactical Hearing.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
You got my message. I called them today. Boy, I tell you, I think I get hold of President
it's-
faster than I can get hold of somebody over at St. Peter's.
I tried this morning twice. It's a complete disaster.
See the
Total.
career that unfolds,
Total.
make
Yeah.
career defining.
So, but yeah, I did get your email with his. I've already emailed him, so that's not gonna help. I want to talk to the guy. Yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, so I'll keep.
I know, I
working.
was so busy that I was gonna walk out, maybe I.
All right, sir.
All right, appreciate it.
See you on there.
Okay, Scott.
But the intelligence detector wrote the script, and I just went through your.
think I'm actually addressing who can take. But it's supposed to just go through this P program.
Okay, excuse me. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to our fourth training session of the year. And tonight's session will be presented by
I'll cook these steaks and.
uh, hate to put them in any order, but two of my favorite
We lost you, Scott.
What the heck happened?
there. I'm sorry. Everybody got me now?
Yes.
I apologize. Welcome again, everybody. I want to welcome to everybody's session, the fourth session tonight. It's Unusual Plays will be presented by Jerry Pigazio and Bob Masucci. They're going to do double header duty. They got tonight's session, and then they got the April 16th session, which will be a very good one regarding timing issues with game clocks and play clocks. So I want to thank them in advance for their preparation for doing this, and again, their continued contributions to the state group of officials. Remember, these sessions are being recorded and are always available on the NJFOA YouTube channel. So all of our presentations that you see tonight are available for a library to go back and review and see everything. I want to remind everybody that the 2024 clinic will be open up for registration on May 20th. And that, of course, that clinic will take place on August 3rd at Sayreville High School. And a couple things that materialized this week that we'd like to let everybody know about, that are some good things for everyone. Shut that off. There you go. Thank you. A couple things that come about this week under some work from the committee. So I want to let you know that we will have Alliance Orthopedics there, which they're going to show officials how they're going to have a little presentation, will show how officials how to get limber, get flexible for their game. So to help prevent injury and get everybody, limber for the season. So next vendor will be there. It'll be Jim Gear from Bravo Tactical. Jim has a product for molded earpieces that are that also work with the Midland units, and they are saw the product myself. It is a very good product, and you get fitted for the molded earpiece. And again, they work with the Midland radios that we use. And look for the agenda for the April 3rd session to be finalized and out for viewing around mid-July. So make sure we jump on that on May 20th with the registration. Looking forward to having a great turnout like we've had the last 2 years. Also tonight, a couple house cleaning things. Just make sure you have your microphone muted. And if you could, please have your video off. And if you have any questions, throw them into the chat and we'll have that monitored. And we will let both Jerry and Bob know when it's time. And two last things before I kick it off to Jerry and Bob. Reminder, an email went out again today to remind anybody if they want to submit a mechanics change or anything that deals with the standards or the like, they have to have that in by March 29th, Good Friday. And that email went out again today. It probably may go out one more time before then. So as a reminder. And last but not least, I'm going to turn it over to Jerry and Bob. And I believe, Bob, we have a guest on here tonight. You want to announce that if he is on here?
Yes, sure. It's not too often we get coaches that are looking to find out how we do things and what we do. And I'm just very proud to recognize the first one to actually ask to join these particular sessions. He is Brian Bowers, the head coach of Delbarton High School. Brian, it's great to have you here. Hopefully you can get something out of this, and in turn, we can learn a little bit more about you. Would you like to say a few words, Brian?
Bob, I don't think he's here yet, Bob. I don't see his name on the list.
Oh, okay. Well, this should be then a warning to everybody. Don't say any bad things about coaches tonight.
All right,
Hey,
with that,
Scott.
all right, with that, guys, go ahead and go.
Okay, welcome, fellas. I always kind of start this off by saying we're gonna have about 17 plays we're gonna look at tonight. Again, this is all for training. We're not picking on any officials. You might be in here, I don't know. I just look at plays and I move forward, and I hopefully will help everyone on this call tonight. There's some good stuff. So again, I'm not picking on any officials. It's all for training. Okay, I just want to make that statement. Okay, now Scott, I just share my screen. Is that what I do?
it's not easy.
Say it again. Hello?
That was not Scott. Yeah, just go down to the bottom and hit
Share
share
screen?
screen, and then you'll get
Okay.
all your open windows, and you just pick the one with quick cut.
Okay. Okay.
Down here.
Well, I'm going to start. I have 2 plays from Huddle, and then the rest will be from Quick Cut. Okay. Let me.
Well, I mean, I'm glad.
The Huddle.
We're gonna have to mute people.
I am doing as they pop on, Bob.
Okay, thank you.
Can everybody see this play?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just to set this up a little bit, this is a extra point / 2-point conversion. All right. And Muddle Huddle, as you can see, why I put this in here, just a few items I wanted to point out. When we have this Muddle Huddle and they're not in a kicking formation, we should be in our regular positions on the field. Okay, regular positions. I'm going to roll this and I'm going to stop it. Okay, you have the referee kind of going in the wrong direction. The referee should be down, in his normal position, approximately 10 to 12 yards on the right side of the quarterback, 2 yards outside the tackle. Okay, the field judge and the side judge. Okay, they're not under the post, but they should be on top of the numbers. Okay, this play was about, I think, from 3 years ago, before we changed the mechanic that the inside the 7-yard line, the field judge and the side judge would be looking at the slot man, not the widest receiver. So take that, with a grain of salt on this one. Okay, I'm not going to kill anybody here, but we want the FS and the SJ on the top of the numbers on these plays. The other thing that is like to point out, the most important, I circled the center in this circumstance here. I want everybody look at how he snaps the football. Is this a legal snap? Okay, well, again, when we have the Muddle Huddle, you have to do everything to the letter of the law. Okay, we discussed this many times. So there has to be proper number of people on the line of scrimmage. They can't be 2 yards off the ball. Everybody has to be set. Okay, so we want all that to happen. But my point is this a legal snap? I'll stop it right there. Okay. What did that center do? I hope it's clear for everyone. It's not choppy. Okay. I'm going to slow it down. To be a legal snap, can he snap the ball sideways? Does he have to go through his legs? No. Okay, he can snap the ball sideways. However, it has to be one continuous motion. Okay, one continuous motion. Did this center snap the ball one continuous motion? He picks it up. That's one motion to his waist, and then he pitches it to the side. That's two motions. That is an illegal snap. Okay. This play should have been called back, should have been a dead ball foul. Okay, and retry from the 8-yard line. Okay, not killing anybody here, but I just want to show that we all run into this once in a while. It's an unusual play. That's why I put it on here. Okay, so we want to make sure that snap is legal. Okay,
Hey, Jerry,
Yep, go ahead.
one thing to comment on, if the referee was over here on the right side in his correct position, he might have had a better view of that.
Yes, and also the umpire.
Yes.
Okay, the umpire also has that. Okay, so I just wanted to show this, that we do have these kind of plays once in a while. Make sure the center snaps the ball legally. Okay, not two motions, one motion. Two motions, he has a big advantage here. Look what happens to this play. This kid walks into the end zone. Okay, they called it good, and 2 points, and it really shouldn't have been. It should have been an illegal snap infraction. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Sure.
Okay, this play has a number of. I'm going to let Bob go over this one. Okay.
Yeah. This particular play happened a few years ago, but I think it's a good one from the perspective of not only mechanics but also a complete understanding of the rules involving the passing game. So, if we can go, Jerry. Just
okay, as you can see, it's 3rd and 11 from A's 19. Okay. I want to take these out of here. Hold on a second. I thought I did.
Run it back. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Want to stop it right there? When Bob, you want to make
Just
some
go,
comments
yeah,
there?
I don't know if you can see, but he's already let the ball go here. It is in the air. I can't even pick out the ball right now, but if it just continue, Jerry, and watch what happens to the ball. I don't know if you could see it. Okay, it was thrown to
Well, it was caught by number, I forget what is
60 something. There's
64.
64.
Right.
Yeah, they were all alone over onto the quarterback's left. The referee ruled that he was not down. He threw the ball. So I guess we have a few questions here. If you go back, Jerry, if you can just back that, crawl that back. Look at right here. If you stop it right here, you can see 56 and 64. They're kind of approaching the 10-yard line here. The quarterback is under severe duress, and he is throwing the ball out to the right. Okay, he does not necessarily look to try to find an open receiver. He's just dumping it there. So when you take a look at this, okay, Jerry, run it, and you'll see that 2 ineligibles are standing next to each other. One of them catches the ball and begins to advance. Now let it run, Jerry. If you watch, the umpire throws a flag into the middle of this scrum. Ball's dead. So now the question is, what do you think the umpire has? I would think that some people might say illegal touching because it was caught behind the neutral zone by an ineligible. The referee has no flag down. The one thing, if you let this, is that the end of it, Jerry, or does this run a little further?
Yeah, it's right to the end here.
Okay.
Um,
The one thing the
That's
one thing
about
you
it.
can see here, though, is that the sideline official is not entering the fray on this. The far side official is not entering the fray on this. The umpire is just coming up, signaling the next down, or stopping the clock because of that flag. So the question is here is, and in fact, I will tell you, this was ruled illegal touching by the ineligible behind the line. I would question that call if I were thinking about it. That ball was thrown in an area where there were no eligibles. So as a result, what should it be?
Recording in progress.
Very good. Chris Murillo says, yeah, we have a few people saying grounding. Yes, that's what I feel too. This was intentional grounding. Now, some people said, well, it's both. You have intentional grounding and illegal touching. Anybody have any comment on that?
Penalty enforcement is different. You can't have intentional grounding. You can't have illegal touching on an illegal forward pass.
Bingo. Right. Illegal forward pass is a foul that's related to illegal touching of a legal forward pass. Since intentional grounding is by definition an illegal forward pass, the only foul you really have here is intentional grounding. Now, that's going to, when you think about the enforcement for that, you've got to go back from, where was it, the 1 yard line, the half-yard
Yes.
line, wherever
Yes.
he was, half the distance, and loss it down. Okay, just a little comment on that and a little thought. And the important thing is what Jim said. You cannot have an illegal touching when the forward pass itself is illegal. So if this is ruled as intentional grounding, then there's no such thing as an illegal touching of an illegal forward pass.
Bob, there's a comment or a question in the chat box.
Yes.
Which deserves it. The question is, if the quarterback was outside of the tackle box, would it just be incomplete? So let's make sure everybody knows it is a completed pass. And if he catches it and fumbles and the defense recovers, they're going to decline the foul.
Yeah. The other thing is, if you look at this, if he's out, he probably was, I can't tell for sure. I don't remember where the previous spot was. But if you take a look, I don't know that this ball reaches this ball is nowhere near the
No, it never reaches the line.
neutral zone.
Right.
So it
Yeah,
didn't reach the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So this
Right.
would have been intentional grounding even under that rule if it fell on the ground right there.
Yes.
Hey, Bob, this is Bruce. There's another thing in the chat room. Can you speak on what makes the pass illegal or legal?
Well, illegal forward passes, there's a whole classification of them. A pass thrown by the passer from when the passer is beyond the neutral zone, any intentional grounding, throwing to an area unoccupied by eligible receivers, a second forward pass during a down. All of those are illegal forward passes. Intentional grounding is just one kind of illegal forward pass. Hope that helps.
Here's where you can have some good crew communication, where take your time on this, the referee, because there's a lot going on here. Okay, your umpire and anyone on this crew can kind of say, hey, wait a minute, could that be an illegal forward pass because there was no eligibles in the area and the ball never reached the line of scrimmage? Okay.
And you've got to see that here with that quarterback under the duress he's under, that
Yes.
referee can't look anywhere but right down at the goal line where this guy's going to fall and see what happens. This actually falls upon the far side wing to assist here. The far side wing should be coming into the referee and saying, Jim, no eligible receivers in that area. He doesn't say it's intentional grounding. He just says there's no eligible receivers in the area, and let the referee make the determination of whether he wants to rule it intentional grounding or not.
Okay. Very good play. A lot of stuff to talk about. All right, now I have to switch over to,
Quick cut, up on the top.
yeah, I have my, this thing is in the way. Oh, okay, let's get that out of here. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, this is obviously a kickoff. It's an onside kick. All right. And I just wanted to put this in to show where everyone is lining up, if they're lining up properly. And this ball is going to be kicked about 10 yards. And we want to see how the officials handle this, who digs for the ball, who is getting into this pile, who did anyone stop the clock? Okay, all this stuff comes into play here. Okay, I would like to see the umpire a little bit deeper here. I know it's going to be an onside kick, but I think he should be back, 10 yards. He gets a little bit better look. Umpires, Steve Citro, maybe you want to chime in here.
Steve's not the umpire.
Oh, that's right. You can't. Okay.
If-
But I think you just move back a little bit. Okay. I love Jim Kapoor's comment. Distance is your friend. Okay. Distance is your friend. And I think a little bit back, you get more of a wider view. The other question is, who can kick this ball? Can anybody in that belt kick this ball? The answer is yes. It does not have to be number, I think, 3. Okay. As long as you line up in the belt, in the 5-yard belt, anyone can kick this ball. So 3 can come up, fake the kick. As long as you don't go over the line and you want to say this player comes up, he can kick this ball. Keep that in mind. Okay.
And also notice that you have 2 officials at the 40-yard line, which tells you that this is an anticipated short kick.
Yes, yes, it is. Yes. I'm going to roll it a little bit now. What I want to just show right here, okay, when you line up, when we have an onside kick, the linesman and the line judge are going to flip. They're going to take the 40. So they're going to be on the 40. The FS and the FJ are on the 50. Okay. When you line up put your heels to the back of the white belt. Okay. The reason being, you want to be wide enough. I've seen kickoffs where the ball goes right to the 50, right on the sideline. And if you're standing on the sideline, okay, with your toes on the field, you have to back up. This way you're already back there. Okay. And also it keeps all the coaches behind you. If you have sometimes they're gonna, they want to move up. Okay. Keep them, if you're back, the back of your feet are on the back of the white belt,
been with him
they're
now
gonna
for
be-
almost 2
they're gonna
decades,
be
for
behind you.
18 years.
It wouldn't have mattered if she'd have been with a guy who was.
Is somebody on here? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to let it go now. Let's see what happens. Okay.
Mhm.
Did the number of questions? Did the ball go 10 yards? Do we have a beanbag? Do we have somebody stopping the clock?
No.
Okay. Okay, there's a stoppage of the clock. A little late, but another thing I like to make a comment on, okay? This official here, okay, the linesman, okay, do not square off in this situation. Come straight in. We want you here. You don't have to, we already know where the spot is. Come straight into the pile, okay? You don't have to go to the 50 and go 90 degrees, because what you're going to do, you're going to be right up your partner's butt, okay? No need for that, all right? No need. All right, now. All right, the umpire comes in. All right, they're digging for the ball, obviously now. My other comment is, on this lineup, the referee should be about on the 25-yard line on this kickoff. Obviously, the opposite 25. In my opinion, he should be here already. I'm saying, where is the referee? Where is he? He's not here. If I let this go, still no referee. No one makes a call. All right, there's a call, which is not really, it's just a flick of the wrist almost. Okay. It shows that the officials are really confused here, in my opinion. Okay. The officials should get together and, okay, first of all, who has the ball? Did it go 10 yards? Okay. That's the other thing. If White recovered. Okay. We don't know the answer to these questions. And also the referee should be coming up and getting into this conversation, and he should be the one, after all said and done, he's the one that's going to be pointing. Okay. Because there's just too much confusion going on here. Bob, if you want to chime in.
Yeah, one thing I'd like to mention, we saw that the one official, I guess it was, well, let's see, probably the field judge who was on the 50 at the time came in and eventually, oh no, it was the line of scrimmage, or the kicking team line official came down and signaled stop the clock. Did
Right.
anybody notice that there was no start of the clock?
Right. That is
There was
another
no
point.
start of the clock. So the first thing you think about here is that if nobody signaled start the clock, first question you have is, did the timer start the clock anyway? We don't know. But here's the reason that we tell you to all make a note of what the time is on the clock at the start of every free kick, so that we know when this play ends. It was a short play. It was probably no more than a second or two off the clock after the ball was legally touched. And it had to have been legally touched if they're giving the ball to K. So nobody, if nobody started the clock, so we should be able to look up at that clock and say, I know it said 2:34 before the kick. And if it says 2:32 now, we're probably in good shape. If it still says 2:34, we got a problem.
Or it might say 2 minutes. Okay.
Well, it could, that if they didn't see him stop the clock too. Yes.
Right. I'm just saying, I'm just making a point.
The other
So,
thing, I don't know if anybody noticed it, but the official, I guess it would have been the field judge, the near side official at the 50-yard line. He was leaning away from that line before the ball was kicked, or as the ball was kicked. He started to move into the receiving team's 5-yard belt, rather than staying on that line and making sure he had a good view of the line. Watch what he does. Watch let's say.
Well, right here.
Yeah, look where he is.
Yeah.
He should
Stay
have
on the
himself
line.
nailed at the 50.
Right. Stay on the line. Okay. There's no reason to move. You move off that line, you're not going to be very accurate. Okay. Stay on the line. Okay. Go ahead, Bob.
Just one other thing to note. If you take this slowly, Jerry, it might be a question. If the kick touched the kicking player number 4 before it reached that line. If you can see it's hard to see there.
It's hard to see. It's a tough call.
But if you look at this right at 3.44 seconds, you'll see that the ball is just grazing or passing the player number 4. Right there. The ball is on his shoulder. I don't know whether it hit him or not, but it's right there and then goes down to the ground. I don't know if it hit him or not.
Again,
yes, sir.
Yeah, so a couple guys have real good comments in the chat box. I know it's tough to monitor, you're right, but one of them is, if the ball was first touched by the kicking team before it went 10, obviously we will not start the clock in that situation.
Correct.
And conversely, if the receivers touch it anywhere, we start the clock. So that's I forget which two guys, I think Joe Shaw and another gentleman, I don't mean to take away, I don't remember, but so that's a lot, as Jerry says, there's a lot going on in this play, a lot to process.
A lot to process.
Right. Just be aware of one thing. If K touches the ball or the ball touches K beyond the 50, you start the clock.
Right.
Whether R touches it or not. Anytime the ball is legally touched by
Right.
either team, the clock starts.
But a tough play. Again, crew communication is key here. I would really like to see the referee more involved in this play coming up from his position, because, you know, he's the one that has to sort this thing out. Okay. And, you have to ask questions to your crew, and you have to get together and sort this out one way or the other and make a call one way or the other. And
Okay,
I'd like to see the referee doing this. Yeah, go ahead.
Jerry, one thing. While we were watching this play, I noticed that Coach Bowers has joined us. Welcome, Coach Bowers. I know you were a few minutes late getting on. We said all the nice things about you before you got on, so I don't think we're going to repeat them at this point. But welcome, Coach Bowers. It's nice to have you here, and we're glad you take an interest in the kinds of things we do to make sure we get ourselves better, the same way you and your teams get yourselves better.
Oh,
Okay, we're going to move on.
I can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome. And we'll keep you to all of these. We'll keep you invited to all of them.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let's move on to the next one. Let's go to here. Okay, this is again a kickoff. Okay. This ball, just to set it up, this ball is going to be pooched to the near 45-yard line. It's going to come down right about at the numbers at the 45-yard line. Let's see who catches this ball and what happens. Is this kick catch interference? That's what I put in there.
Yes.
Okay. Did the ball go 10 yards? Yes. Did the ball touch the ground? No. K touched the ball before it touched the ground. So what do you have? You have kick catch interference. They have to give R the opportunity to catch this ball in the air. Okay. So let's see what happens. We have a flag.
Where's the flag?
The flag is right there. It's coming
You
down
threw it
now.
up. There it is.
There it is. Okay.
This was another case where the clock was stopped, but it wasn't started.
Okay. So right here, as I let this go, there's a conversation. All in all, they got this right. Okay. This is, I want to stop this here. I don't. All right. The ball was touched at where? I don't know. Let's
It was
say
touched at the 46.
46, 47, right around in there. Okay. What are the options? What are the options for the receiving team? You can take that, Bob. Go ahead.
Are you telling me?
Yeah, go ahead. What's the option?
Yeah. Okay. So the first thing is they can take an awarded fair catch at the spot, which is kind of useless. They can take an awarded catch 15 yards in advance of the spot of the foul, which would put them at the 39-yard line. Or they could take the result of the play. And in this case, they won't take that either. So the obvious choice for Bergen in this would be to take the ball 1st and 10 at the 39. Now, remember, this is an awarded fair catch. So they have the same rights that they would have as if they made a fair catch, which means they can put the ball in play by means of scrimmage, or they can ask for a free kick if they have a kicker who can put it through the uprights from the 39-yard line. So that's a long kick, I know, but just remember that they have that option. It's an awarded fair catch, so they get that right.
Bob, can they have him re-kick 15 yards back?
Yeah, they can. Oh, that's true too. They can do that
Right.
too.
Right, so they can now.
But I
force
doubt
them
they're
to-
going to give him a second chance at the
I
kick.
doubt it. I doubt it, but they can do that.
They
That's
can,
one of the
yes.
options, okay? Yeah, I know the referee is down by the goal line and he's probably working his way up. The referee has to get into this conversation a little bit too. I would like to see him involved because he's the one that's gonna make the signals here. Here's where I think talking face to face is a lot better than using the O2Os. Okay, you want to come up here, you want to have a conversation. What happened? Who touched it? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the referee has all his information that he needs to give the proper options and also to give the proper signal.
You know, this is a case where the referee has to really hustle his butt to get to this.
Yeah, I know it's, he's on the goal line here, so it's going to take him a little time to get there. Okay, but I just wanted to make that point. That's all. We good?
Hey, Jerry, there's
Yes.
a comment, there's a question in the chat room. What is the lateral position after awarded fair catch? If Bergen takes the awarded fair catch, what is the lateral position of the ball?
Okay, well, remember, this is a spot foul. So therefore you are going from the spot of the foul, which is this side zone. So it'll be on the right hash.
Right. Yep.
100%. Thank you.
Okay. Good question. Because say this was the end of the game and this was a regular grass field and it was muddy over here. And you gave them the option to move it, say 15 yards, 30 on the 39 on the other side of the field. And it was a drier spot. It's definitely an advantage. Good question. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Can we just clarify real quick?
Sure.
In Rule 5, it says you have lateral position choice following an awarded fair catch.
Oh, it does. I'm sorry. Then I stand corrected.
Yep, so I just wanted to clarify.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yes.
We have
Yeah.
lateral position choice on this play.
Yes, you can move it. Yes, you can. That's a good point. It slipped my mind. I apologize. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is going to be not a double pass, a backward pass, obvious backward pass, thrown downfield about 35 yards to the top of the screen. And we just want to watch the deep wing official, his positioning on this play. Okay. Again, this can happen to any crew, anytime. Okay, I stopped it here. I just put that arrow in. We would like to have this official. He should be down about the 15-yard line here. Okay, he still has a goal line. All right, he still has goal line. So I know stopping and get a good look, that's fine. But you have to have the cushion. Okay, let's see what happens at the end of this play.
You don't have to be in on it, right? What did Andy say?
He's still in the city. He's on his way.
Oh,
if he was here,
Making sure little Susie Meyer was okay.
Okay.
Somebody on here. Or you're not
Please
doing
shut
that.
your microphone. Could you please mute if you're not presenting, please? Thank you.
And also, I know it's a long run for the short wing, but I like to see the short wing in this picture right here now.
He gets here pretty quick, Jerry.
Yeah, I know. But the clock was not stopped. Okay. Okay, I just want to point this out. All right. Right here, stop the clock, okay. Here he comes, okay. No, whoop. All right, let's go back. So I just want to make that point on even these double passes, you have to keep your cushion because you do not want to get beat to the goal line on these types of plays, okay? Let's go to number 6.
Jerry, in the chat room,
Okay.
somebody mentioned that it's not the deep wing spot because they're outside the
Right,
10-yard
it's
line.
not the deep wing
It's the
spot.
short wing.
So
He can
so
help
if-
out, but it's not his spot.
right. So
Correct.
say we're here. If this deep wing was down, say on the 5, okay, observing players, okay, this spot here, he can still see it. The short wing coming down, he's going to be running down there. He has a good look at that spot. Okay, you don't want to get caught among players where you can get hit. Okay, you're much too close here, much too close. Again, distance is your friend. Okay, I love that saying. All right, let's go to the next play. All right, I have this view, and then the play after is the same play. I just wanted to have everyone look at the field. It's a great view of the field and where everyone is lining up, okay? And just to get a feel for what I'm going to be talking about here. So I'm just going to, okay. All right. Deep wing. Excellent. Nice cushion, 5 yards. I believe the other wing is off there. Beautiful. Okay. That's what we want. Perfect. Okay. So everyone is in their proper position here. Okay. Now, this is a little pass, runs to the 1, ball's fumbled, goes out of the end zone, and we have a flag here. Okay. We have a lot going on this play. Let's go to the next play, and we're going to see it a little closer. Okay. Okay. We have the tight end, 58. Is he downfield on this play? Okay. I would say so. All right. Again, this is a tough play for the short wings. I think Jim would agree with me here with only 6 men, this is a tough call because the deep wing, he has number 1, okay? The short wing up at the right side, okay, he has to watch whether this ball is going to cross the line of scrimmage or not, okay? That's number 2. Okay, did it? It's real. It's very close. If you look at the start of this play, where did we start? We started on a 10. Okay. We started on a 10. Where did he catch it? Boy, that's the 10 or real close to the 10. All right. So you have to rule whether he's over the line of scrimmage or not when he catches the pass. Okay. If he is, 58's downfield. And
Well,
this
if
guy
he
is
is,
blocking.
Jerry, in the chat room, you have an OPI on the guy number 8 on the outside, according to what a couple of people in the chat room have mentioned. If the
Okay.
ball's past the 10.
Yes. So there's a lot going on this play.
Right.
That's my point. Okay. I'm going to say the ball never crossed the line of scrimmage. That's what if I'm on the field, I'm going to say the ball never crossed the line of scrimmage. Okay. Now, the ball is out of number 1's hands. Is he down?
No.
Quarter, look at the camera. No. Okay. Now, the official on the goal line, he doesn't have this view. He has the opposite view. I don't know. Can he see that there's a player that he's falling onto? Can he actually see his knee or knees on the ground, I would think the person with the best view would be the short wing on his side of the field, because he's only 5-6 yards away. He started at the 10, the ball's down at the what? 3, okay?
Yeah.
So then the ball is fumbled out of bounds, okay?
Right. And the problem is the official there makes no call whatsoever. He doesn't, I mean, he should stop the clock. Clock's not
Yes.
stopped. And secondly, once he stops the clock, his mind should be processing that the ball went into the end zone and then through the end zone. And if he feels that that's what happened, then he should be stopping the clock and signaling a touchback. And he doesn't. He seems to be like pardon the expression, but a deer caught in the headlights here. By the time this play ends, we still don't know what was ruled. And my other question would be, I hope that this flag is not for a hold on number 57.
I don't know what the flag was for. I don't know. But my point here, again, what I like to see, this crew has to come together. You have to have some communication. The official on this side that threw the flag, he's got to definitely come in and tell the referee what he has that flag for. I don't know what he called here. Okay. The ball was fumbled, and it was fumbled out of the end zone. I wouldn't have ruled that the ball crossed the line of scrimmage. It was in the neutral zone. Okay, the expanded neutral zone. Maybe he was a step over the line, but I would have gave him the benefit of the doubt.
And Jerry, it is possible that this flag was for an ineligible downfield.
Right.
Yes, it could have been. I don't know. Okay, I do know. I went to where I got this play from, and what they did rule, they ruled that, in my opinion, that the runner was down on the 2-yard line because the next play was from the 2-yard line. Okay.
So the flag meant nothing then.
Then the flag meant nothing. They ruled it wasn't a fumble. Okay. And they went, the next play started from the 2-yard line going in. So again, there's a lot going on this play, unusual. You have to have good communication here, guys. This is important. Okay. Even the referee has a good look at that runner.
I don't know if anybody noticed it, but watch it on the wider shot. The head linesman gives an out of bounds sweep right as soon as this play is ending. I don't know the wider shot, not this one. It would be the play before.
The play before.
I don't know if you watch the head linesman come up and give an out of bounds sweep.
Yeah. See, he's standing
there. Look at him. There he goes.
Yeah,
he gives an out of bounds sweep.
Yeah.
So
if I can chime in here and
go ahead,
not to beat a dead horse,
Jim.
but there's a zillion things going on here. The short wing opposite may very well have, to Bob's opinion, ineligible downfield. It's a late flag, so I think that's what it is. I don't think it's live ball, 5 in the backfield or anything like that. I think he probably has ineligible downfield for 58 being downfield. The teaching point for the deep wing here, and as unusual as this is, either Jerry or Bob said it, but please have the presence of mind, stop the clock, give it 2 good wipes, just to let your brain kind of process a little bit what happened here. And if you're the short wing there up at the 6-yard line at the top, do not give that push or wave out of bounds, whatever the case would be. You got to get together with the deep wing on that side and say, hey, this is what I have. What do you have? But don't be doing that. That's an unnecessary signal that is easy to see on video. And it certainly a coach would say, well, how's that guy calling this? Is he ruling the fumble one out of bounds so it's a touchback? But that's just don't make an unnecessary signal on that play as a short wing.
All right. We're going to move on because we have more to go, and I don't want to dwell on any one.
Next one. There we go.
Okay. This is going to be a muff by the kicker, and the ball goes behind him. And I showed this to the referees last week, okay? And it's this is a referee's call. Is this running into the kicker, roughing the kicker, or nothing? And then look at the end of the play. Where did the ball end up? And can it be advanced?
First of all, notice where the line of scrimmage is.
Yes.
It's the 41.
41 yard line. Okay. Now, the official here is already moving. I don't know why he's
don't know why.
the line, but you got to stay there. There's no reason to move. Okay. Okay, a lot going on that play. Okay, let's go back. Now, I would like to see the referee maybe a little bit forward here. He's kind of 6 yards behind the kicker. I'd like to see him over here about 3 yards behind, because that way you get a view through the foot, through the leg. Okay, the ball was now behind him. Okay, so now he's in a little bit better position. Watch what happens when the red player comes in and almost blocks this ball. Now, can you have roughing the kicker? Can you have running into the kicker? Yes, you can. Okay. However, you have to rule whether 52 had enough time to not run into the kicker. He's going for the ball. So you have to process all this in a matter of a millisecond. Okay. Yeah. If I was the referee here, I would probably have nothing. I would have a no call here. He just grazed him. He didn't know whether he was going to run with the ball. Okay. Where did he pick the ball up? The kicking team. Did it go across the line?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it did. By about 2 yards. All right. Can he advance that?
No.
No. Okay. No, he can't. The official here does have a beanbag. Okay. All right. Does have a beanbag. I like to see the clock. I like to see the clock stopped here. No one gave a signal for the clock to be stopped. Okay. All right. So we do have a beanbag. So we're probably going to go back to that spot as the spot of first touch. And it's going to be ours ball on the 46 yard line. Okay.
No.
43.
43. I'm sorry. 43, 44. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The other way around. Okay. Everybody agree, disagree? Okay. My point is that as a referee, sometimes we run into these situations and you have to process this. Do you have roughing? Do you have running into? The kicker, if that ball is snapped, and he had opportunity to pick it up, establish himself as a kicker again, take a step forward and kick the ball, you can rule that, you can't run into him or rough him. Okay. But in this situation, that's close. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to number 52 here. He kind of runs into his kicking. Now, we don't see this in slow motion, obviously, when on the field. But if you look at the film, this is a good no call. Ball's going to be picked up at the 43. So let's say first down for R at the 43 yard.
Okay.
Next one. Okay. This does not happen too often, but it does. And I've seen some film where it's kind of let go. And this is one of the plays where it was let go. Obviously, number 0 is in motion. Okay. What can he do? Is he going forward at the snap? Let's watch.
Jared, could you stop this real quick? There was a message in the chat room.
Go ahead.
Should the referee give the safe signal that he saw the play when the kicker got hit on his kicking leg?
I guess you kind of can. It's not an approved signal. Okay. I think by doing nothing, you're telling everyone, I don't have anything. I didn't throw a flag. So I don't have anything. And if at the end of this play, if the coach from the kicking team is, wants to know why that wasn't roughing, you really got to go over and just explain it to him. Coach, this is what I saw. The defender did not have enough time to react. So I'm giving, it's not going to be a roughing or running into the kicker. Okay. He did not establish himself enough time. Okay. For that defender, number 52, to kind of stop his momentum into that kicker. So I'd say by doing nothing. Okay. Jim, in college, what do you think? What do you guys do?
Yeah, it's not in the actual officials manual, but probably a little different, Jerry, than high school. We would want a safe signal here. The theory being, I saw it, I ruled on it. So it's just a philosophical difference.
I would, if you did it, I wouldn't say that's bad.
Right.
Okay. If you didn't do it, I wouldn't say that's bad.
Too. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
We've just been silent on it, Jim. That's all. So
yeah, that's all. If you didn't, you're telling everybody that I saw the play and I didn't have a foul. And again, if you want to say a safe signal, okay, maybe you can kind of, the coach, sees your arms or, say safe. Okay, he saw it and he didn't make a call, and that would be fine too. Okay. Okay, so now this play. So again, this doesn't happen a lot, anymore. I really don't see it too much, but okay. Is this player going forward? Obviously he is. Obviously. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to bring to everybody's attention, whose call is this? Which official? Bottom of the screen, top of the screen?
Bottom.
Going away.
Yep.
Going away.
Right? Going away. All right. Now, if I see this as the linesman up here and I don't see a flag, I think and I'm definitely positive he went forward. Okay. That's a little bit of a crew saver call there. Okay. Because heck, if I throw a flag as the linesman up there and then my line judge kind of says, hey, Jerry, I had a great look at that. Let's pick up this flag. He wasn't going forward. Okay. This is where you got to have crew communication. But this, I think, is fairly obvious. And look what happens on this play. That's a big no call. Okay. That's a gain of 20, 25 yards. Okay.
One thing about this one, I'm sorry, somebody, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Bob.
One thing I would say about this is, imagine this number 0, instead of doing what he did here, suppose he runs parallel to the line of scrimmage, and before the ball is snapped, he makes an abrupt cut to his right and begins to head upfield.
Well, you're trying to you're getting at a false start. Is that what you're trying to get at? Okay.
Yes. If he makes an abrupt cut, I would say that's worthy of a false start call, as opposed to here where he's just shaving.
Or just shaving yards.
Yeah.
He's just
he
shaving.
Simulates the snap, Bob, if he does what you just said. That is a false start.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there's two kinds of motion, if you want to think of it that way. One which is a false start and kills the play. The other one like this where you let the play go because he's not simulating action at the snap. He's just shaving toward the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Okay, Jerry, go ahead.
Let's go to the next one. All right. I showed this last time to the referees, okay? Is this grounding or is it not? We're going to have a backwards pass and then another pass. Okay, it's gonna go to the right of the, it's gonna be by the
Far side.
the far side. Okay. Okay, it's backwards. Okay, so that's legal. All right. Okay. So last year we or 2 years ago, the rule was where as long as you can ground the ball, as long as you're outside of the tackle box and the ball is thrown past the line of scrimmage, either inbounds or out of bounds, doesn't matter. Okay. All right. But now the rule has changed to where the original, I'm not going to say quarterback, the original passer or the original person who receives the ball from the center, the snapper, okay, he's the only one that gets that protection. So that's our rule.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the way the rule is written, Jerry, it says the only one that's given that opportunity is the only person to possess the ball after the snap.
After the snap. So it would be right here, right? He's the only one that can do it. All right.
He's the only one that can do it.
Yes. So now here, now the referee, he's got to have his eyes, on that passer because, he's in duress. He's got to keep his eye on there. Okay. He can't look up. He's got to take that passer. All right. The deep wing I think has the best look here. Is there anybody in the area? Is there anybody there? Okay. Again, my point is crew communication. You have to have communication on this.
And Jerry, I don't know, we don't know what year this play was from, whether it was from last year or from the year before, right? Or do you?
Well, this is from last year because this is quick cut.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, then there should be a flag on this.
There should be a flag on this play. Okay. But again, you have to have the short wing involved, the deep wing involved. Okay. The referee, he's got this mess right here. He has no idea where this ball's going. He's got to keep his eye on this passer. Okay. So there's definitely, you have to have communication on this. Okay.
So, guy in the chat room, guys, somebody wants to go over the options that team the defense whatever, or team B would have, the options they would have if it's grounding.
If it was called.
Yep.
If grounding was called. Okay. Well, if grounding was called, okay, so you have an illegal forward pass, right? It's set. We have everything here. It's second down right now on what? 15? Yeah. So where do you throw the ball from? 20-yard line? So you're going to go back from the 25 yards, loss of down. It'll be third down.
Third and 23 from A's 25.
From A's 25. Okay. That would be the penalty on this play. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this one, we talk about defenseless receivers. It's a new rule put in a couple of years ago, and we trying to define it. So I found this play. Well, this play was actually from my game last year. Okay, one of my games last year, and I want to just ask everyone if this is a defenseless receiver. Okay, is this a defenseless receiver? Or is this receiver defenseless? Let's go say that.
Jerry, try dragging the
I'm going to.
scrubby handle so that we don't get that jumpiness.
Is that clear to everyone?
Yeah. Much clearer.
Much better? Okay. Did that number 5 come in with his head first? Above the shoulders or at shoulder? Now remember, we don't see this in slow motion. We see this. This is how we see this play. Bang.
This was helmet to helmet contact. I don't know if you could see, but if you slow it down enough, or if you happen to see this play, you'll notice the receiver's head gets driven back. So his eyes are pointing toward the sky after he gets hit. The defender's helmet, the crown of his helmet came up under the receiver's face mask.
We do
Guys,
have.
let's not sugarcoat this. This is the exact kind of play
Yes.
that the rules committee wants out of football.
Yes. And you can
This
see
is, this is the poster child for it.
Yeah.
And we had flags on this play, so we did call it
Good.
defenseless receiver. Yes. Okay. I just wanted to bring this up just to show that, this does not happen too much at the high school level. Okay. At our level, but you got to be aware of it. Okay. Let's go to the next one. This is an interesting kickoff.
Before you go
Go
to
ahead.
sorry about that.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have this be the last play for tonight, okay, gents?
Okay. Okay.
Great job. So let's keep it going. So go ahead. Let it roll.
Okay. Oh boy, I got 2 more that are great. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. I'll give you 2.
Skip and go to one of those.
Okay, let's go. This one, we can do this one, okay? Because this does not happen either. This is so
Yeah,
rare.
it is a good play.
Okay. Can the passer go over the line of scrimmage and return behind the line of scrimmage and throw a forward pass?
That would
Okay.
be a yes.
This one, I haven't seen this one in a long time.
There's the line of scrimmage, the yellow line. Did he go over the line?
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. My other point is, as the referee, we do not want to, I know we want to follow that quarterback, but keep your distance. If you're 13, 15 yards behind him and you have him in your sights and you can see him okay, there's no reason to get any closer to him, because
Don't have to be in his back pocket.
Watch what happens.
Whoops.
The referee gets turned around here and he gets in a mess. So if he was kind of following him back here and he can still keep his eye on him, he would be fine. Okay. Now, what do we have? We have a touchdown. That's a legal play. Okay.
Hey, Jerry, go back. Quick, go back. Watch
Yep.
number 50. Tell me what you think about number 55. Watch him. What he does on this play. Whoop. Anybody think he might have been ineligibly downfield?
Remember, he can go past the line of scrimmage and come back, but the ineligibles cannot. Okay, they can't go downfield and then retreat. Okay. I would, it's close. Let's see where the line of scrimmage.
About 3 yards. It's about 3 yards.
It's about 3 yards. That's close. If you threw a flag here, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Me
Okay,
either.
we say about 3. That's what we're going to give them. Okay. But it's close.
Yeah, especially when the play results in a touchdown.
In a touchdown. Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Again, this is, I know we're going over the time frame here, but is this player on the line of scrimmage or not? According to this official up here, he is. He's not punching him back. Okay, so he's on the line of scrimmage. Watch what he does. Can he take this handoff by being in motion on the line of scrimmage? What does he have to, where does he have to be to take this, to be eligible to receive a handoff?
Yeah. In motion.
He's in motion. He has to be at least 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. If he
At the
started
snap.
on the snap, if he started on the line.
Right.
So if he was on the line, he cannot receive the snap. This is a, illegal procedure.
Right. It's
Okay.
illegal. It's a legal motion. Just to
Illegal-
clarify, though, it has nothing to do with his ability to receive the snap. It has to
Right.
do with
That-
just his
yes,
motion itself. If he was
motion
nowhere
itself.
involved with the ball, that would still be a legal motion.
Right. All right, I guess we can wrap it up there. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
Jerry, Bob, thank you very much for your presentation. A lot of good plays. Like you said, Jerry, if anybody was on this film tonight, it's not to bash you or embarrass you. It's to
Nope.
educate you. So, great job by you gentlemen tonight, and thank you for the presentation. And as a reminder, this presentation this evening has been recorded and will be on YouTube in the next couple days. We had a nice turnout tonight. We appreciate everybody. The next session again will be on April 16th and at 7:30. And again, it'll be deal with timing issues, which is both the game clock and the play clock. So with that, we'd like to wrap everything up and thank everybody for participating tonight, and Bruce for managing the chat, and Jim for chiming in also. I thank you all, and everybody enjoy your Easter holiday and stay safe. Thank you for everything, gentlemen.
Good night,
Thanks, guys.
everyone.
Night.
Hey, coach.